up a little ahead of what we're going to be doing today. Hi, I'm Mark Alyn. Welcome to Mark Alyn Cooks Your Dinner. Sometimes it's breakfast, brunch, lunch. We cook all kinds of things. Welcome. This is the first show of the new year with a guest chef. And we don't have one guest chef, we have two guest chefs today. I'm really excited. Good friend of ours, Amy Summers from Pitch Publicity in New York City, will be joining us in just a couple of moments, and Winnie will be joining us. She'll be cooking too. I'm not exactly sure how. She doesn't have opposable thumbs. We'll figure it out. Don't go away as Mark Alyn Cooks starts. We're live right now here on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. On this show, we are going to be making a spinach salad, and our guest chef, Amy Summers, is going to tell us how. But first, live from New York City, it's Amy Summers. Look at that view. Is that gorgeous or what? You're gorgeous too, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
I appreciate that. But I have
And
someone
that's
who's
Amy.
more gorgeous
That's Amy,
here.
and that's Winnie in the
Come up here.
background. If you look very carefully over Amy's right shoulder, okay, you've got to have her on by herself.
We're gonna bring Winnie up.
Yep, there you go.
There she
There's
is.
the Empire State Building right behind, and that's Winnie.
Yes.
You can bring Winnie's
This is Winnie.
lower.
Winnie's trying to get a treat. That's what's going on.
Hey, Winnie.
Hey, say hi to Mark. Say hi to Mark.
Hello. We had a lot of fun. We were with Amy and Winnie a couple of weeks ago, just before Christmas in New York. Amy made us dinner. It was delicious, and I invited her to cook with us here on Mark Alyn Cooks. We're going to be making a spinach salad.
Thank you.
But before we do that, Tom.
Great show.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Tom Martin. The dog is cute.
She's very
And
distracting.
yeah, it's both. Both of you are cute, apparently.
She wore her best apron for you today.
I see that.
This is her busy bee handkerchief.
Got it. If you go to a single, we can see that better, honey. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, look at that. Look at that face. Ooh, what a cute face. We're going to start with making a drink. And we usually start with an adult beverage, but we're not going to do an adult beverage tonight. And maybe the next couple of weeks, we're going to support Amy in having a dry January. And we're going to use three spirits. Is it Livner?
Well, they're London based, so you say it like a Brit.
Got it. Yeah. All right. I'm going to start making it. I have a cocktail shaker. Those are onions for our salad in just a minute. I'm going to make two of these. Put that in there. 1, 2.
It's three spirit.
And this is by the way, they're a B corporation, which means that they're a
B
corporation for good, and I think that's really terrific. And
and
Howard,
also
hello, thank you, and we're doing great.
They're not only B Corp, but Three Spirit is also plant based, and they're gluten free, and they're non-GMO. And let's see what else. But this,
So we're making this a little bit differently than the recipe that Amy gave me.
We're making it the simple way, the publicist way.
We're making it very simple.
So
I'm going to shake it up.
I'm going to make one over here too.
Got
Winnie
it.
thinks she's getting one of these, but she's not.
So I'm going to shake it up. And by the way, I've named this. This is going to be the the Winnie dance, the Winnie cocktail dance, which looks like a hot mouse dance. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to put this in a glass without ice. I want to talk about the glass. My father's been gone for, well, over 40 years. And these were his cocktail glasses that he had.
Oh,
And
wow.
we have them. We don't use them
Nice.
often, but I thought this was a special time. And he would have
I
liked
love
Three
that.
Spirit. He really would have.
I love that.
So I'm going to do this. And when you
I
make
really
it,
just put a little in, and then I actually use these Izzy drinks.
Carol,
It's sparkling
you
water.
need a
This is a
two-shot.
sparkling pomegranate.
Ah,
And then since it has some fizz to it, I just add it right in,
ah.
and boom, you're done.
So I was gonna, well, because I used cranberry juice, okay, which has sugar. You can't, fresh or non-GMO, just cranberry juice has a lot of no sugar. But the cranberry juice cocktail that we use has sugar in it. So I'm not going to use. I was going to use Pellegrino lemon, and sparkling, which I think, maybe the second round. So I'm going to pour this here. What you have to be very careful of is when you add the seltzer, and I'm just using a can of seltzer. You can see that there. Don't put that in your cocktail shaker, because if you do that, it'll explode. It really will. All right, here we go. What's a
Cheers.
publicist toast?
Well, I would like to toast to you, Mark, for having Winnie and myself on your show. Is she the first dog diva you've had on your
No,
show?
she is the first dog. Yes.
Then we're going to cheers to that. Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely. Skull. This is very
What do
refreshing.
you think? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good. It's they have a couple different flavors. They have one called Social. They also have one called Nightcap, which is really interesting too.
Yeah, and we've invited them. I'm going to put Mita on the spot.
Okay.
I've invited them to do a dry Valentine's Day on February 7th, and we'll do like 3 or 4 different cocktails. And some of them help with mood and stress, and it's really a great product. Three Spirit, and you can find that at, I'm looking it up,
Three Spirits
threespiritdrinks.com.
Drinks.
Three
And also you can
Spirit.
follow them on Instagram too. They're at Three Spirit Drinks. And a funny story about this, and by the way, this is not a client. I know I'm a
Right.
publicist, but I just disclaimer, this is not a client. Maybe one day they will be. But I actually had one of my clients send me a case of these when she found out that I had given up alcohol last year. Karen Howard, you know her well. She
I
sent
do
them to
know
me.
her well from Organic
And there's
Natural.
this funny story about Mita because I'm on the board for Naturally New York here in New York City, and we were at a networking function, and I was just talking to some folks, and Mita comes up to me and hands me her card, and she's trying to network with me. I'm like, wait a minute, I have your Three Spirit in my kitchen. So I wanted to give them a little airtime today because she's super sweet. I met her, and yeah, I think you'll have a great Valentine's Day show. And the great thing about having alcohol-free spirits on Valentine's Day is that you're not going to wake up with a headache.
Well, and there's another thing.
And no one's going to have any other problems either later in the evening.
I was just going to say that. Alcohol depresses, and you can't function quite as well. We had somebody, Redfern, is that what that is? And you put them up. I just wanted to say.
That would be my mom.
Ah, Mary, how are you?
Oh, no, that's Robin. That's my cousin.
That's your cousin. Okay, good.
Yes.
Well, Mary, if you're watching.
She's the editor. Robin's the editor for the New York Times. So really be careful about your punctuation as we move forward.
Oh, I'm really bad at that. Anyway, or spelling. Went to school in LA.
That's why you're in broadcast.
That's why I'm in broadcast.
Robin will double check
I
all
wrote
your
a commercial
reference.
today and nobody liked it, but that's another story. Um, so thank you for hooking us up with Mita and Three Spirit and her whole group. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Mita, for uh, getting us the product. It's really quite nice. I'm going to pass this over to Carol. And recently, I'm going to turn around just for a second. Can you see, Carol, can you see my socks?
Oh, let's see.
Now, normally, I can't.
Back up a little bit. There we go.
All right. So these are
Nice. I love them.
20th anniversary socks for Pitch Publicity, Pitch Publicity. And I got these when I was back in New York in November when Amy celebrated her 20th anniversary. And I was very pleased, very honored to have been invited as a guest. Oh, okay.
There are 20th anniversary socks. Winnie's
Yes.
back.
Tim Gillette says, cool. Great.
Well, that's
And I just wanted to point out what Winnie would be drinking,
Right.
because she has a different. We have for Winnie Casa Motigos. It's a very specific kind of tequila that is a toy
Got it. And
from Bark Box.
got it. Oh,
So
that's
that's
cute.
what she's having.
Got it.
You
She
want
had
this?
she had a lamb chop that we brought
Oh
her.
yeah, she had a lamb chop for 5 seconds after she tore it up.
I know. I realized that. All right, we're going to start making the salad. What we're going to do is I'm dicing up some red onion, and I got this at the farmer's market. It's really a beautiful red onion, and I thought it would make me cry, and it's not. I'm going to use half of the onion and just chop it like that. I'm going to come back and chop some more, but before I do that, there we go. I'm going to heat the pan up a little bit. We'll chop this up a little bit more. I'm looking forward to this because we're going to be putting a probiotic salad dressing on it a little bit later on from Loli's.
Yes.
Our
Are you crying yet?
No, this is really a great onion.
Yeah, I thought if you cut it a certain way, you don't cry. Is that not true?
Yeah. Wow, I think that'll be enough. We have some sliced mushrooms. I'll show you those back here that Carol cut up earlier. And do you like mushrooms, Amy?
I love mushrooms.
I do too.
I love mushrooms. All about the mushrooms.
Yeah, they're all
And
all
the
kinds.
mocktails.
Yeah. Oh no. So we're going to saute those together. This is one of the easiest recipes that we've done. I'm using a new oil that I hadn't used before. This is Frankie's 457. It's right down the street from you in Brooklyn.
Really?
Yeah,
You
there's
took
a
me
restaurant
back,
called
right?
Frankie's 457, and they make their own olive oil. The olive oil comes from Italy. And there it is.
How did you get that back on the plane?
I don't know. Our son, the chef, found it and gave it to me. So,
Okay.
So I'm heating that up. We will have this recipe posted by tomorrow on YouTube, by the way. It's called Amy Summers Spinach Dressing.
It's called Google a Salad Recipe.
And we've modified it a little bit because I've added the mushrooms. All right, I think we'll be ready here. Let's see.
In the meantime, Winnie's eating beef lungs.
Yeah. Are we
Yes.
going to make the Winnie fries or not?
You want sweet potato fries? You want sweet potato fries? Should we make those now? She's like, give me the beef lungs and we'll talk about it later. You want one of these? Okay, come over here. Can you do any tricks? You gotta work for it, girl. It's not for free.
So we're going to let those cook for. I'm sorry, Tom.
Stealing the show.
Winnie is always stealing the show. Okay, come here. Come here. All right. Come here.
She is one of the best tempered
We're gonna.
dogs. Look at how cute.
Okay, sit. Wait. So there's a shell game we play. She has to figure out. Wait, I'm not ready for you yet. She has to figure out which hand it's in. So we have to see how good. We're not doing the laying down trick. Okay, wait. Sit. Okay, you have to figure out which hand it's in. Look. Which hand? Sit. Up. Sit. Oh yeah, you're right. It's in this hand.
Very good.
Wow.
What
Very
a good girl.
That's so good. Sometimes she's rushing. All right. She also, all right, can you lay down? There you go. See, it's just like, this is what it would be like coming to dinner at my house. Where you're
Yeah. Well,
doing tricks.
Yeah. No.
Wasn't this just like when you came here?
We don't have
That's
a
not
dog.
laying down all the way. You have
No,
to lay
we've
down all
thought
the way.
about it, and we'll babysit Winnie anytime. Just bring her to Kalamazoo.
Okay. Well, that would be a long drive.
It
She's not
would
allowed on airplanes.
Yeah. Would she get car sick or dog sick or?
I don't know. She hasn't gone that far. She's only been she was born in Poughkeepsie. So she's only been from Poughkeepsie to Manhattan. That's it.
So I just put in to our pan the mushrooms. I'm stirring them around. And we're going to add some balsamic vinegar.
Good girl.
I'm going to splash that in. And I want to talk about it. You know, there's a lot of, if you go to the market, you can find balsamic vinegar. I don't know if you knew this, Amy, but balsamic vinegar must be from a certain part of Italy. It has to be made in, I think it's Modena, yeah. So and this is from Modena. But I guess here in this country, you can call whatever you want balsamic vinegar. And so you have to be careful when you buy balsamic.
We got all Winnie's cooking toys out. So this is the Joy, Cooking with Joy.
Got
And
it.
this is her sweet potato recipe we're going to do in a minute.
Potato.
Is that fun or what?
There she is.
Yeah.
She's ready. And we
she's
have all
ready.
of her. This is a fajita.
Uh-huh.
This is eggs Benedict here. This is her pool boy pouches. Yep.
Yeah.
He likes that one.
He is absolutely stealing the show. There is no question.
This is for later. These are peanut butter farts. I don't know if we're allowed to say farts on your show. But.
There she goes. So, living in New York City,
Yes.
Amy, which is one of the culinary capitals, if not the culinary capital of the world. Do you cook a lot, or do you take
I
out?
I don't have time. I don't even have time. Well, ever since I got Winnie, I don't go out that much unless Winnie goes with me. She's a pandemic puppy, so during the pandemic, she got very used to me being here all the time with her. And so I'm not allowed to go anywhere without her. So if we go to dinner, Winnie comes with us and we have to sit outside. Some restaurants in New York have allowed us to come inside because we, on my Instagram page at Amy Summers NYC, we do a lot of restaurant reviews around New York. And so sometimes we go to restaurants in New York and they recognize Winnie. And then they give a special treatment, which is really nice because then I write a nice publicist review for them.
Got it. Did you know
but a lot of times we're here eating, and we're eating quick because I'm very busy, and Winnie eats very fast like me.
Wow.
And so that's why we mainly eat salads, and we only eat 2 times a day. And then in between we snack on, well, she snacks on whatever these liver things are, but I snack on nuts.
You don't, yeah. When you gave up booze, you also gave up gluten and sugar, if I'm not mistaken, or dairy.
Right, all of that. Dairy, gluten. I limit sugar. It's hard to totally get rid of sugar, but.
And you also, you lost weight and you look terrific. How do you feel? Do you feel any different?
I think the biggest thing is I just feel, I feel good. I feel I can get a lot more done. I've gotten a lot more done in the past year, which has been great. And I didn't really drink a lot before. I drank in social settings because as a publicist, we do a lot of socializing.
Right.
And so whenever I did drink, it was almost like I was binge drinking because I don't drink all the time. So only when I was at a conference or something, it was like all of a sudden there was a lot that I had to consume, and just my body cannot handle that. And as I've gotten older, I've noticed that my body really doesn't metabolize alcohol well, but I'm not sure that most people metabolize alcohol well. I don't think it's meant to be metabolized well. So it's been nice to just not have to, worry about it. The hardest thing for me was I never craved it, but it was just trying to figure out how to celebrate with people without making them feel weird. So that's why I love these mocktail ideas, because I mean, as long as you have a fancy glass in your hand, nobody really cares. But if you're drinking water, I notice it makes people really uncomfortable for some reason.
Interesting. That is interesting.
So
we're gonna start with the salad again.
Okay.
Earlier, I had pulled out the wrong color. Those. So we have a big bowl here, and we're going to add spinach to it. And there we go. So I have some Organic Girl baby spinach. And what we're going to do is we're going to just dump this all into the bowl. Now this is 10 ounces. I think that's enough for the 2 of us. Oh. And this has been triple washed. And I checked. If it's a good brand and it says triple washed, you don't have to wash it again. Did you know that, Amy? You probably did.
I hope that's true because I never wash it.
Yeah.
It goes with me not having enough time to wash.
The first thing that your recipe calls for is washing the spinach.
We're now going to make sweet potato fries while you're doing that.
We're not. Okay.
We're going to make, because Winnie loves sweet potato fries.
Okay.
And once again, we're cheating because we're using Alexia organic sweet potato fries, and they're going to be baked.
Will she eat all of those?
Yes. But no, I'll eat half of them.
Yeah? The hungry pup. But she's already had dinner.
Oh, well, this will be the second dinner. Boxers like to have more than one dinner.
Now, how long does that take to cook? To bake?
About 18 minto.
All right. Well, we may not see her eat those this time.
That's okay.
I wanted to do another toast to to Amy because Amy has been very supportive of my work on. Oh, Mark Neely, actor Mark Neely. You've seen him on TV all over the place. Hey, so I wanted to give you another toast to thank Amy and her staff for providing me some great guests over the years. And great friends. You know, you mentioned Karen Howard
Howard.
earlier, and she's become a great friend from the Natural
Yes.
Organics and Natural Association. So I toast you with that.
Into our long history.
Yes.
Cheers. And to Mark Alyn coming on my new podcast, Pitch Live with Amy Summers, very soon, because I heard you used to be in PR, and I'm going to interview you about that. We're not going to talk about it now.
You want to know the truth? You'll have to wait
Always.
until I'm on the show.
We always want the truth. You're in journalism.
Mickey Royce, hello there. Happy New Year. Thank you, Mickey. All right. I have sauteed oh man. I have to tell you that the sauteing of the mushrooms and the onions and the balsamic is so good. All right. I'm going to pour this over the hot, this is hot, and we'll mix it into the spinach leaves. This is the part that I'm not good at, but we'll try it anyway. So I'm going to mix this up.
The mushrooms look good in there.
Oh man, but it smells so good, you know. And I didn't. This is one of the few. We could have put garlic in there and sautéed some garlic, but I just thought of that now.
Oh wait, did you talk about lowlies?
We're going to right now. We have to thank.
Oh, did you put the lowlies in there?
I'm sorry?
Did you put the lowlies dressing in there yet?
I have not yet. I've got the lowlies right here. Amy introduced us to Scott Zimmerman, the founder of Lowlies, a former chef. Tried to get him to be on the show.
Former New York chef.
At Michelin-starred restaurants too. And this is a probiotic. Do you want to explain what probiotic means, Amy?
Sure. Probiotic is the healthy bacteria, and that is what is in these dressings. So it's a probiotic dressing. They're plant-based.
Right.
And I have to tell you something really neat about Scott's dressing. So I met Scott at Supply Side West, and I actually interviewed him for Supply Side Studio, and that's how we met. And he lives in your state. He lives in Southern California.
He lives in Pasadena.
San Diego. Oh, Pasadena. Okay.
Yeah.
And what I love about his dressings is I always like to know why people name things the way they name them. And so Lowly is what they used to call his grandmother. And so these are based off her recipes. And he was working at Michelin star restaurants here in New York, and was just talking about how healthy a salad is. But when you put the dressing on it, our typical dressings, it makes the salads really unhealthy. So that's why he created this line. I've got the Caesar one here. But I have to tell you, something's interesting about his dressings. The lemon one that you have is my favorite.
Yeah.
But even the Caesar, and he sent me a green goddess, which I would never normally eat green goddess. But his flavors are totally different. It doesn't taste like what you think a Caesar's going to taste like, and it doesn't taste like whatever you think a green goddess is going to taste like. They're very fresh.
We haven't tried anything but the lemon garlic. And as I said earlier, I had, you got to bend down a little bit.
Well,
we're missing half of your face.
Well, I'm dealing with a very short dog, and I'm not that tall. There she is.
We see her eyes looking.
Yeah, come over here. Okay. She's looking for. treats.
All
or
right, I'm going to
something.
pour this. Scott, thank you very much for this.
Yes.
And hopefully Scott will be on in with us soon. Earlier, I guess last week, I made some artichokes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Scott's, I want to add to this, Scott's dressings, they're organic. They have, they're, okay, well, Winnie's going to explain. They're zero sugar, dairy, no gums, no starches, no fillers. They have
Not GMO.
probiotics for your prebiotics.
And
So
they're
they're
both
very
prebiotic
healthy.
and probiotic?
They're probiotics for your prebiotics is how he
Got
says
it.
it.
And there's nothing that you can't pronounce in this. I mean, a lot of times there are things in dressings. They have fillers, they have crazy stuff in it. This does not. It's lemon juice, sunflower oil, Dijon. There's vinegar, mustard. I mean, it's just things that you can pronounce. So Loli's in Pasadena, thank you for your care package to me.
Yes. They come like refrigerated. I think they're in the refrigerated section as well. Like they're very, very fresh.
Okay. Well, we're almost to my favorite part.
Oh, and I just want to say you can also find these at eatlowlies.com. And also Scott's, his Instagram is also eatlowlies, LOLIS.
Yeah, eatlowlies.com. Right. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. We're going to eat I'm going to taste this now.
Okay.
I can smell it. It smells so good. We're going to eat this for dinner tonight, and we'll eat it with a piece of French bread. You can eat it with gluten-free. They're gluten-free baguettes. Don't try this at home. I'm a professional. All right, here we go. Well, as I say often, Amy, I love my own cooking. I really do. This is delicious.
It's good, isn't it?
It's
a nice warm salad.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to make. It is definitely a crowd pleaser. You have to come up here.
Looks delicious.
Thank you, Tom. Yes, it tastes even better than it looks.
Yeah, it looks like you spent a lot of time on it. And I have to say, putting the Loli's on it really makes it pop. So I love that lemon dressing. It's so good.
Ooh, you know what? I wanted to see something about Loli's. First of all, low in calories.
It has billions of probiotics in it, so it really supports your immune, your digestive, your gut health. He calls it gut goodness. Also, Loli's is not a client of mine yet.
Right.
So I'm just full disclosure. I don't want people to think that I'm just promoting all my clients. They're not my clients. We're doing goodwill tonight.
Amy is a great connector. You connected me to somebody. We talked yesterday, actually. From a publication. So thank you very much for that.
Yes.
I can't believe this, but we're out of time.
Aw.
Do we have to go?
Winnie, do you want to go?
You want to
This is
sing?
Winnie's bedtime normally. She wants to sing a song for you before we go. Can you sing for Mark? Sing him. Sit. Can you sit? Let's do one last trick. Sit. Can you sit? Do you want your turkey? This is her dancing turkey. Can you sit? If you sit, no. When we have to say goodbye, then you have to come up here. Okay. We're eating her dinner slowly.
Got it. Amy, will you come back and do this again? I mean,
well, if you can tolerate the Diva and Boxer, we will give it a shot.
Absolutely.
I mean,
we'll we'll do something maybe in April, and we'll bring you back. And we'll force you to cook again. This is a bag and bottle kind of a dinner. It really is.
It's a bag and bottle situation, but Not the type of bottle you're thinking.
No, it's
The Lowly's bottle.
It's the Lowly's bottle.
With the
Yeah.
side of a mocktail.
And wait a second, and a Three Spirits bottle.
Yes.
Oh,
because
right?
non-alcohol doesn't mean non-fun.
And the lettuce I wanted to buy enough lettuce that Carol and I could eat it. Each of us have a portion. And the bags were 5 ounces, and the plastic box was 10. So I bought that. Hold on a second, Amy.
Okay.
Winnie, we miss you.
You gonna come up here? Come on, let's go. Gotta say goodbye. This is your out shot. And also, we want you to come on to see us on our podcast. Winnie will not be on that one, so we can talk a little bit more about your PR life.
Yeah, it was a very short one.
Pitch Live with Amy Summers.
Thank you, Tom.
Coming soon.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
And I have to, Tom, let me see. Tom just started the Tom Martin Media Podcast. So maybe we can get you on that and him on yours. All right, we're going to wrap it up.
Sure.
Let me tell you about what we're doing next week. I left that in the other room. We're going to be squirrely next week. What do I mean by that? We're going to be doing some recipes with a cereal that's made out of acorns. So we're going squirrely, maybe a little bit nuts, right? So be sure to join us next week here on Mark Alyn Cooks. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Thanks, Carol. Appreciate it. Hold on, Amy.